Hey guys, so today I'm here with Next Gen Heroes, and we're going to be talking about the future of MCPE, what's going to happen beyond 0.12.0, because we already know a lot of the features that are going to be in 0.12.0, all the big, features like weather and the nether and commands, and I think even music is making its way in. I think you said something about that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a really exciting update, but we want to talk about what's going to happen after that. What's going to make Pocket Edition even bigger and even more like Minecraft PC. So, I'll let you start with it. Just share your ideas, and then I can say something after that.
Um, well, I guess the biggest one that everyone will probably think of would be Redstone, but
Yeah.
I want to cover that in a bit just because we already know a little bit of information about Redstone and when it's going to come out. Another thing I wanted to see was like more mobs, like horses, and I like they were saying they're working on the end to come out maybe in 0.12.0 or beyond. And being at the end was going to be coming in, that's going to mean Ender Dragon, and if you're going to add the Ender Dragon, you might as well add the Wither because mob heads have been confirmed for 0.12.0. I
Hmm.
just saw that today, and I think things like that are cool. Horses, that's a big one. A lot of people love horses in PC, and it's a lot faster than riding in a minecart or in a boat. So you might as well add horses. I don't think that's going to be too complicated.
Yeah.
Um, One thing that I really want to see, like I've been saying this a lot lately, that 0.12.0 is going to be the biggest thing to happen to Minecraft Pocket Edition since 0.9.0, and Redstone is going to be a big update also. But I think we really just need like server support, like
Yeah.
have an update specifically for servers to where we can have basically PC like servers. That's going to be freaking amazing. I want to see something like that happen in the future. Those are the biggest ones that I can think of right off the top of my head. There's some small ones there,
Yeah.
but I'll let you go.
Yeah, servers is definitely a big one because I was talking about that in one of my other videos. How the server support on Pocket Edition is terrible, and Pocket Mine is not really all that great. And by that I mean it sucks. I just, the server support right now in Pocket Edition is really, really bad. But what I wanted to see is, in the future, because Minecraft PC 1.9 is supposed to be the combat update to make player versus player
Yeah.
a lot better in Minecraft, and I want to see when that's going to be making its way into Pocket Edition. Because we don't even have a release date for 1.9 yet, so obviously in it's not going to be in 0.12.0, but I want to know when those features are going to make their way into Pocket Edition because they have the stuff, what they're going to do with the combat update. They already have that laid out. They know what they're going to, do with it. So they could start working on that for Pocket Edition anytime now, but I just don't, you know, I just like to see that, in Minecraft Pocket Edition at some point because PvP in both Minecraft PC and MCPE are both just really boring to me. Some people really like them, but I just think it's really boring because it's sitting there, who can tap their screen faster, who can click their mouse faster, and I want to see that get improved for both Minecraft PC and MCPE. So that's something I'd like to see after 0.12.0, and it's another step to making it like Minecraft PC as well.
See, and I agree with that, and especially like with Minecraft Pocket Edition, it's the worst because
Hmm.
like you can be hitting someone and next thing you know they're like 10 blocks away from you just because servers are that bad. So that's another reason why we just need better servers because we can at least enjoy PvP to a degree. And I see that like since Minecraft Pocket Edition is really catching up, I mean, PC is still far more advanced, but at this point, the only thing that console really has that Minecraft Pocket Edition doesn't have is Redstone. And
Hmm.
once we get Redstone, like I don't see how console can compete at that point. I mean,
Hmm.
I guess it has texture packs too, but even that, like that's not even free. So I think combat should be improved because touch controls are probably a bit better than mouse and keyboard. Just to me, just
Yeah.
because you can tap on the screen anywhere you want, so you can have more freedom of where you want to hit someone. Like when I play PvP servers on Minecraft Pocket Edition, I turn split touch off because it's better that way.
Hmm.
But PvP is one thing. I guess I'll bring up the whole Redstone thing. I don't know if you guys watched this because it was like a while back, and it was a live stream the developers did, and it was like an hour long, and I watched through most of it. And they brung up Redstone because like we've been waiting on Redstone for almost 2 years now or so. Like it's been confirmed, then denied, then confirmed, then denied, and they said they're officially going to start working on Redstone before the beta, not like beta 1 0.12.0, like beta of Minecraft Pocket Edition, because it's still an alpha, and who knows what that is, when is that going to come out. But we were talking the other day about how MCP is coded in C++ now, so it's so much better, and like even better than PC to a degree. Like Redstone is going to be so much easier to code at this point, and that's something that we should look forward to.
Well,
Like,
what I was
update
wondering about the whole C++ thing is, is that just the Windows 10 version, or is that both, the Windows 10 edition and MCPE? Because I don't know if they're going to completely, rewrite Pocket Edition in C++. That might just be Windows 10 edition, but I don't know. I'd hope they do MCPE in C++, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, see, that's like a little confusing because like I feel like they can easily just take the Windows 10 edition and port it over to Pocket Edition, but I feel like with Windows 10 edition, they've coded it in a way where it's a bit more advanced than it is on Pocket Edition.
Hmm.
So I can kind of see them not necessarily doing it because right now MCP isn't really bad. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
coding for the game, I think is perfectly fine.
Yeah, performance-wise, I think it does really good, and even on like really low-end Android devices, it still runs just fine. So the coding in there and the optimization on Pocket Edition is really good.
I mean, they're doing things that are like we literally were told was impossible. Like we never thought we would see the Nether at some point,
Hmm.
and now we have the Nether, and the end is coming soon. Um, like there's so many things that they're adding that we literally thought would be impossible, and I guess it's just because of the fact they're moving away from the last gen devices. Like I remember when 0.9.0 they came out with the whole world limiting feature, so like you couldn't do infinite worlds if your phone was bad. And I think at that point they're just going to stop thinking about those devices and think
Hmm.
about the more higher end devices.
Yeah.
My phone isn't that good. I can still do quite a bit with it. I just have to turn some of my visual settings down.
Hmm. Yeah, I think at
I
some
also
point.
kind of want to see
Oh, go ahead.
I also kind of want to see how the weather works out for devices because, like, with PC, even rain can make even the highest in PCs lag to some degree.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's going to be a little heavy on mobile. But I one thing that I noticed with Pocket Edition is they don't copy the coding directly from PC. I mean, it's two different programs, but they don't copy it. They recreate it like boats. They recreated boats completely. That's one thing I think is cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
I
best
don't
for
think we're gonna.
optimization and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad they. I mean, that means they're actually taking the time on it, and that's always good to see.
Mhm. I mean, the developers. I mean, we have new ones, and Johan left, but they're doing so much. Like 0.12.0 is a huge surprise for any of us.
Hmm.
Like I don't think anyone saw this coming at all.
Yeah, and the fact that it's coming out like at the end of this month, or at least the beta's coming out at the end of this month,
Mhm.
that's really impressive. I don't know how long they've been working on this in the background, but yeah, that's really impressive because 0.11.0 has only been out since like last month, I think. Maybe late
Yeah,
May. I forget.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it was last month. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was the
I
last
guess
month, early last month.
it does make sense being that between 0.9.0 and 0.12.0, like updates have been slow and they've been minuscule. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing too big. Like 0.10.0 was mainly a graphical and like just technical update, I guess you could say. So there wasn't really anything big to us, but I still think that it's because of things like that they've been working on in the background for 0.12.0, and they've been like teasing things. Like we saw the Nether when we thought that was going to come out in 0.11.0. So it's mind blowing, and it's
Hmm.
funny because it's gotten to the point where Johan was the main developer for Minecraft Pocket Edition, whereas Jeb was like in the background doing both PC and PE, to where Jeb is like doing so much for the game now.
Yeah.
Now that Johan has left, like that's one thing I wanted to see. I also want to see is like more Pocket Edition um, exclusives. Like I know 0.12.0 they added an exclusive where I don't know if you've seen the gameplay, but the zombies like attacking the zombie villagers, like this village have like coats. The zombie villagers looks like they like got their clothes ripped up and stuff like that. I think that's kind of cool. Like beats, PC still doesn't have beats. The what are they called? Like the path blocks where
Oh,
you
the
like
dirt
tap in the
path.
dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's still only PE, even though it
Yep.
was originally designed for PC. Like that's one thing that is really good about PC that I really just love is it
Mhm.
has exclusives. Like,
Yeah, and
sure, we're not.
that's what's good is because after 0.12.0, once they get PE caught up to PC, fairly close, um, they can start working on more Pocket Edition exclusives, and that's what I wanted to see. I remember I used to say this a lot around like 0.10.0, maybe even 0.9.0, is that once they get PE caught up, they can start working on exclusives, and who knows what they might be. Anything just brand new, just for Pocket Edition, and that's what we really want to see because does console really have many exclusives? I'm trying to think of it.
Um, Console kind of has like the whole skin packs and things like that. Like they
Yeah.
have special skins, like the Simpsons skin pack for Xbox. Like they have Marge, like she has a bigger head than everyone else. Like
Hmm.
they have like different 3D modeling, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed.
Yeah.
But
But
other than that,
yeah, other than
console
that,
doesn't
I
have
guess
anything.
I mean console's not really, I don't think it's really their main priority. I mean, heck, they don't even have Infinite Worlds on the PS4, Xbox One, which is weird. But, with Pocket Edition, I think once they get it caught up, they'll have more exclusives, and that's what we want to see. That's what will really make Pocket Edition. That's what it's going to get more people to play Pocket Edition. Whether it's somebody who's never played the game before, or somebody who quit playing the game because they didn't have enough features in it and they didn't like it.
Mhm.
Once they get more of those
And
exclusives in
that's
it,
another thing. Like
what?
a lot of people are really getting into Pocket Edition now. Like these bigger name YouTubers,
Yeah,
like who've only played PC, they're like, "Oh, this is cool." Like I've seen videos, and they're like, "Oh yeah, apparently Pocket Edition is getting new boats or something." Like they don't even know the boats have already came out. Like everyone's been talking about how there's different colored boats, but if you've actually tried to craft a boat with only birch planks, you'll get a birch boat in 0.11.0. I've done
hmm
it. It's just it only has one icon, I guess you could say, one
yeah,
item icon, but it's actually already in game, and they don't even know these things, and it's catching so much attention. And I guess Pocket Edition never really going to catch up to PC, but it's like when PC adds the whole new combat updates, it's not going to come to Pocket Edition right away, as we've
yeah,
said before. But I feel like with Pocket Edition, now that it's like really caught up, and they're gonna wait on Redstone, they're gonna like they can just be like, okay, while we're waiting to figure out how to add this new update, let's add some exclusives or something like that. Like just instead of just sitting there doing nothing, they can add exclusives, and that's
yeah.
something that would be really great for the community and makes Pocket Edition stand out.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't see what anyone would play console for at this point. Like Minecraft Pocket Edition is already advanced beyond console, except for Redstone, and
hmm
there's their own mod if you need it. So, bam, that's something. But with controller support, you already have that, and you can stream your screen onto a TV and just play Minecraft Pocket Edition. Like, I honestly, I feel bad for console at this point.
Yeah, the console version, it's not like I said before, it's not really their main priority. They're focused
Big
mostly
sport.
on PC and PE at this point. And I think that's a smart idea because PC and PE are they're more popular versions of the game, and that's where they should have their focus. And another thing that Pocket Edition really needs to get is texture packs. They need to get native
Yeah.
support for texture packs. Because obviously you can use like my own app for installing texture packs or Block Launcher, but the native support for it, would make it more compatible, and it wouldn't, the process for getting texture packs and stuff wouldn't take as long as it
And then at
does.
the same time, it makes it easier on you and your coding of your app. Like,
Yep.
um, didn't you have like an skin installing feature for your app
Yeah.
originally?
Yeah, with MCPE Mod Locator. Well, it was using Block Launcher at first, but after they
Yeah.
added skins, what it would do is it could change the options file. It would edit the options file and then place the skin in the right directory, and then it would MCPE would recognize the skin, and that would be your player skin. So, that you could do the same thing with texture packs. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how they would implement texture packs. I'm assuming it'd be similar to PC, at least on Android. I'm not sure exactly what they would have to do with iOS. It might have to be more like the console texture packs, because they have texture packs with consoles, right? I never played that version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sort of.
I'm assuming it'd be more that way with iOS, but with Android, I mean, you could select a zip file with texture pack zip file off your phone and install it just like on PC. So I'm not sure exactly how they would do that, but
I feel like if they were to do add textures and things like that, and that's something I feel like they're more than likely going to add. Like texture packs
yeah,
have been a big part. Like if they add texture packs to console, then that shows that it's a big deal in the Minecraft community. So I can see them adding it, especially since they added skins. And I
yeah,
kind of want them to do it the same way they did skins. Like I was upset about them doing the whole cash grab and you can pay for skin packs, but I feel like they would go along the same lines. Like you can install your own texture pack if you want to, but they also have skin packs that you can buy at the same time, like in console edition.
yeah.
But it doesn't have free skin packs or anything like that. Well, there's one skin pack that's free,
I
but
just
everything you gotta pay for console.
I just think with texture packs, so it's gonna hold the Minecraft Pocket Edition implementation of texture packs back is the iPhone, because you can't download a zip
Exactly.
file and then install it into Pocket Edition with the iPhone. They just don't support it. Everything's locked down with the iPhone, so that's what's going to hold us back, because I can't see them doing this differently. I can't imagine they do it one way with the iPhone and then another way with Android. They should. That would be awesome, but I don't think they would. So with Android, that's going to get held back, and with the iPhone, that's what's holding us back with texture packs. But I don't think it's something they're really worried about at this point, because with Android, you can get texture packs, like I said, with Block Launcher or my own app. You can still get texture packs, and with a jailbroken iPhone, there's probably a way to do it. So it's not like that's their main priority, but it's something they should definitely be working on. And I personally think that they should make installing texture packs for Android different than iOS, because you don't want iOS holding back Android.
And I've noticed like the developers, like especially since they started working on Windows 10 edition, like they've been trying to add more cooler things into the game and not worrying about like what the iPhones and Android do. Like I said before, like they're not worried too much about the last generation devices, and feel like they would go I don't know how I'm saying, like how to say this. I feel like they would eventually try to think about what they can do rather than what they can't do with the iPhones or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. But like the developers, they want to make it all equal to some degree. They don't
Yeah.
want to be like Game Loft or something and screw it up completely for all the communities.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Is there any thoughts of what they should add to the game? I
Is
mean,
there
we've
what?
pretty much covered any like last additions that they should just add into the game. Like,
Oh. Well, I mean, I almost think like they could do texture packs. I mean, it's not like it's a really tough thing to do. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the PC, does the texture packs, loading and stuff in the background, but I think it's something they could try to squeeze in there at the end. And I don't think they should rush it by any means. If July 29th comes around and it's buggy, I don't think they should release it. But I think it's something they should try to get into 0.12.0, but they haven't said anything about it, so I'm not holding my breath for it.
I mean, right now, Pocket Edition is basically I guess the way I want to consider it is 0.12.0 would catch Pocket Edition up to 1.7, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, excluding some of the commands, because we're getting a few commands, I guess you could say the basic ones, but excluding commands and Redstone, you basically have 1.7 at your hands. I
Yeah.
mean, despite some of the combat things, but it's already amazing. I saw someone in the comments one time, and they were saying like, I don't like the 0.12.0 update because it's copying Minecraft PC, and I'm like, it, I thought it was kind of idiotic, but that's kind of mean. But when you think about it, it's not really copying. It's not trying to be better than console or PC. It's trying to take Minecraft that we all know and love and bring it into a mobile device so you can take it
Exactly.
on the go.
Yeah, it's
Like
probably just
we want
some
to have.
it's probably some kid who is just arguing somebody like, oh, Minecraft PC is so much better and Pocket Edition will never catch up. He sees this come around and he's like, "Oh, great, I was wrong." So then he has to complain about it. It's like, fanboys do.
Like I've been seeing like a couple of people say like my 0.12.0 sucks, and I'm like, where did you get that idea? Like, it's an amazing update already.
Yeah, and it's the
Like,
update we've all been waiting for. It's got all the great features except for Redstone, but it's got all the great features that we've been waiting for. And I didn't think they would try to get all these big features into one update. I even said it,
yeah,
but
exactly.
this comes out and I'm like, holy crap! We finally have the update that we've been waiting for, and it's going to have all those features in one update. Again, minus Redstone,
Like,
maybe.
if it was just another, I would have been really excited. If it was just sprinting and crouching, I would have been a little excited. Like, I still feel like sprinting and crouching could have been added to 0.11.0
Oh
because
yeah,
they've been working on it for a while. Although the only thing I don't really like about the whole sprinting and crouching is there's a separate crouching button. Like if you've ever used a sprinting mod, you would know you double tap the forward button to sprint, and you double tap the back button to crouch. But I guess the crouch button isn't that reliable when you just double tap. So I guess
Hmm.
the crouch button is I don't know. I don't really like having a separate button
Yeah.
clogging my screen.
Yeah, like when you're playing, if you've played Survival Craft, right? That knockoff game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that like that separate button for sprinting and crouching, I think. Yeah, I think it just looks kind of weird, and I don't think, yeah, I don't like having it there. But
Like with the
whatever.
gameplay they showed, it's all been played on a Microsoft Surface 3, I believe,
Yeah,
and works on that because it's a big tablet device, like tablet PC, whatever. Both, I guess you could say. But when you take like a smaller phone and you're adding an extra button, it's like really clogging the screen. That's kind of one thing I guess I want to see is like now that they've added to where you can change the GUI and move things around, I would want to see like you can change the opacity like you can in Xbox Edition
yeah,
or console. You can change the opacity of things. That would be kind of cool. So it's not too in your way.
yeah,
And yeah, like if it was just Nether, I would have been excited. Sprinting and crouching, somewhat excited. Experience and enchanting, really excited. Brewing, I'm really excited. And I'm just like really ecstatic.
yeah.
Like
This, I
I
mean,
can't
yeah,
wait.
I haven't even played all that much of 0.11.0 because it's just like, it's another update.
It doesn't even feel like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that much different of an experience from 0.9.0 up to 0.11.0. I mean, there's some new stuff, obviously, but not, it's not all that much different. But this new update, it's going to have all kinds of new features, and I just want to see, more server software, and I want to see PocketMine adopt all these new features and make, everything work on the servers, and, you know, it's. And there's no telling what
I
we're going to
also
see with the server part of it, but the update itself right now is looking really, really promising.
But I guess on the bright side, I guess you can say they've been talking about Realms coming back for Pocket Edition,
Dear God.
and they want to make it more like PC Realms. And PC Realms is really fun and good to an extent, but you just lose the whole plugin
Yeah.
aspect of it. But if you add the whole PC Realms to Pocket Realms, like that's where you can upload your own worlds and do all these cool things and mini games and stuff like that, it's going to be better than Pocket Mine to me. Like,
Hmm.
sure, you lose some of the server aspects. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you lose the plugins, but me personally, like, I don't really play too many servers that just heavily depend on plugins.
Yeah, and
And
really, I mean, it doesn't take much to be better than Pocket Mine. I I hate Pocket Mine, but you know, even if they don't have servers,
I,
or plugins. I mean, it's still, I'm hoping that it's better optimized because Pocket Mine is so horribly optimized. It on my server computer where I host everything. Pocket Mine uses more
yeah.
resources than the PC server and what I use to host files and stuff for MCPE Mod Locator. It uses more than those combined, and that is just horrible. It's so bad.
See, and I guess like with the whole updating all of this, like it's gonna catch more attention. Like, have you heard of Mineplex? It's really, really popular PC server.
Yes, it sounds familiar.
But it's really popular PC server, and they recently came out and announced they're going to create a Pocket Edition server, and
Hmm.
that's really ecstatic because like that's going to be a huge community coming into Pocket Edition,
Yeah,
and I feel like with bigger names coming to make more servers, I feel like that's going to be people who decide, hey, let's beat Pocket Mine and create our own server hosting software and stuff like that. Like I feel like more people are gonna come out because like with PC you have like multiple choices of what you want to make a server with,
yeah.
but you with Pocket Edition all you have is just Pocket Mine. That's all
Yeah,
you
they
have.
don't.
You
Yeah,
just
they don't
use
even
Pocket.
have official software for Mojang. Like with PC, you have their official software, which I don't even use, but it's still nice to have. There was Bucket, and a lot of servers still base their the server software off of Bucket, and like Spigot, which is what I use. There's another one called like Rainbow something. I don't know. It's another server software, and I'm thinking there's one more, but all those they have a heavy support for plugins. There's all kinds of plugins for it, and it works well. And with Pocket Mine, it doesn't work well. There's not many plugins, and that's all we have. So that's what's holding
I mean,
back
zero
this
point
multiplayer right now.
yeah, 0.11.0 added some new, I guess you could say, multiplayer experiences. Like design wise, I guess you could say like you can join a server and it'll say like welcome in blue or something on your screen and stuff like that, or it'll have colors when you join a server and things like that. That added quite a bit of to the server experience, and I felt like they can really expand upon that. Like they added so much just for multiplayer during this update. I feel like with 0.2.0 or onward, they can really improve servers easily, like really easily. Like I'm hearing rumors that console is server soon, and
Hmm.
that's saying something.
All right, so before this video runs on too long, it's almost half an hour.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, if you have anything else to say, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I pretty much got everything out of me.
All right, so thank you all for watching, and thank you, Jen, for coming on and talking here. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.